Picture this. It's hot, but it's not just hot. It's midday in August, and it's really hot. My family of 5 is hard at work preparing for the largest show of the year. Mom is in the house preparing the family's meals for the next 5 days. Dad out in the barn loading the last-minute supplies, including 15 bales of hay, 20 bales of straw, the wagon cart, 6 harnesses, brushes, combs, and unlimited supplies. My 2 younger sisters, Katie and Leslie, they're in the barn, and they have the daunting task of washing the manes, tails, legs, and bodies of our 6 draft horses. And then there's me. My job may be one of the hardest of all. You see, it's up to me to put the finishing touches on everything. Polishing, clipping, trimming, finessing, that's where I come into play. We load the semi and hit the road just in the nick of time to arrive at the show. We head west on 70, Indianapolis bound, towards the Indiana State Fair, one of the largest draft horse shows in the country, where we will proceed to win the largest class at the largest show in the country. This is my life. This is what I love. For as long as I can remember, my family and I have been showing draft halflingers. And to prepare a hitch like this takes a lot of work and a lot of time, but no matter what showing horses brought for my family and I, it was always my passion. Now, we've heard a lot about passions today, and now I'm going to encourage you to take that a step further. You see, from the time I was a little girl, my parents encouraged me to follow my passions and, furthermore, use the strengths I was blessed with. So, with the support of my parents, I followed my passion of showing draft halflingers right into an organization called the FFA. Here, I was beginning to find my place in this big world. The idea of studying agriculture during the day and then putting those skills to use after school within the FFA lighted up my life. As a 15-year-old freshman, I fell in love with this organization. And then, just after graduation, I decided to run for state office. Now, many of you probably aren't familiar with the FFA, so let me give you a little background. The FFA is the largest youth organization in the world. We have more than 540,000 members nationwide, including the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Ohio is proud to be one of the largest states, with more than 24,000 FFA members. Those FFA members are represented by a team of 16 individuals called state officers. As you can see, 16 representing 24,000, it's a pretty elite group, and I wanted nothing more than to become a part of that group. So I went through 6 rounds of interviews, very strenuous process, and finally was elected as the Ohio FFA state reporter. I was thrilled. I attended my first officer meeting, and it was there that I met 14 of my new best friends and learned that we would get to take the Clifton Strengths Finder test. Now, for those of you who are unaware, this is one of the best personality tests available, in which they rank your top 5 strengths and then provide you with ways to utilize those strengths. I was pumped. I mean, who wouldn't want to see their personality written out on a sheet of paper in front of them? I know I did. Until I actually did. And then I wished I never had. Why? Because this word popped up as my 5th greatest strength: significance. As I continued to read the definition, I hated it even more. People especially talented in the significance theme want to be very important in the eyes of others. They are independent and want to be recognized. I didn't think that I was this award-seeking monster that Strengths Quest perceived me as. I didn't think I wanted to be important. I'd never been that independent or secluded myself from group. That wasn't me. I didn't think it could get much worse, but it did. As I attended my officer meeting just a few weeks later, I was told by our presenter, Crystal, that we would be sharing our strengths with one another, and this devastated me. The last thing that I wanted was for my new friends to think that I was some award-seeking freak. So when Crystal asked if anyone had significance as a strength, I very, very sluggishly and very hesitantly raised my hand. She was thrilled. She said, "Jessica, please explain significance to the group so your new friends can get to know you more." It was then that I lost it. In front of my new teammates, the Ohio FFA Executive Secretary, Program Manager, and our guest facilitator, I began to cry. I frantically explained that I wasn't an award-seeking monster. I didn't have to be recognized. That wasn't who I was, and Strengths Quest was wrong. It was then that Crystal stopped me, and she said, "Jessica, there's value in all strengths, but it's up to you to find that value, and furthermore, find ways that you can utilize these strengths." So, with the support of Crystal, my officer team, our program manager, and executive secretary, I went on a journey that lasted 365 days, a journey of self-discovery. I figured out what significance meant. Furthermore, I learned how to maximize my strength so that I could eventually achieve maximum success. A year and a half later, I'm excited to report that I'm now the Ohio FFA State President. I represent an organization with 24,000 members, and it's my job to lead this officer team. I'm there to help them. I'm there to show members the way and help them learn more, not only about agriculture, but about themselves. I love what I get to do. But more importantly, a year and a half later, I have retaken Clifton StrengthsFinder, and significance is now my third greatest strength. You look a little confused. If I hated significance so much, why am I so happy? And that is a great question. You see, I went on a journey of self-discovery, and I figured out how to use significance. Significance doesn't mean I'm an award-seeking monster. Significance means that I want to make a difference. It means that I want the world to be a better place because I was here. And to me, that's a pretty fantastic strength, and I'm proud of it. I love what I get to do, and significance helps me with that each and every day. Now, I would be willing to bet money that there are individuals in this room just like me. Individuals that are hiding from who they truly were. You see, despite my parents' efforts of teaching me to follow my passion of showing horses and using my natural strengths, I didn't listen. I spent an entire year of my life battling my natural personality. And it wasn't until I learned to maximize my strengths that I achieved maximum success. Maybe you are a star athlete, but you also are a math genius, and the idea of your athletic friends finding that out terrifies you. Maybe you're naturally a really good public speaker, but you don't want others to know. Or maybe you just have really pretty handwriting, but you never volunteer to write on the board because the idea of your friends knowing that scares you. Whatever it may be, you possess strengths that only you possess. We have a 1 in 400 billion chance of being who we are today. That's pretty significant. And it's up to us to use the strengths that we've been blessed with. So learn from my mistake. Don't hide from who you really are. Take your strengths, own them, live up to them, and maximize your strengths. Find your passion. Follow your passion. Maximize your strengths, and just like me, you'll be able to achieve maximum success. Thank you.